Hey, this is Raymond. I am doing a book review of Grand Admiral Thrawn. The best book in the last couple of years. The best canon book now in Star Wars. This is the best one. I read it. It was very enjoyable. I won't spoil the whole thing for you. Just a little bit, because I'm explaining to you like that. I had to tell a little to spoil it, but not major. Let's say some good things for you, okay? Thrawn is found on this planet. He's exiled from his people like that because he had misunderstandings with them. And this scouting party of Imperial soldiers like they found. He was doing guerrilla warfare against them. And then he stuck on the ship. They were so impressed with his skills, they decided to take him to Coruscant, to the capital, to meet Palpatine. Well, Palpatine was like, chilling back with the king and stuff like that. I discussed with him. And he said, I knew your servant. Anakin Skywalker. He's like, how do you know his son? He thought highly of you, so I assumed he was your servant. So they talk about him, and he's like, oh no, Anakin died. He's like, oh, I'm sorry for your loss. Hopefully I can replace him and help you. Like that, you see him with my skills. It's a lot of dangers in the unknown regions. So I'm thinking that one alien race is going to come back in the story later on. But, yes. So then, Palpatine's like, how do I know I can trust you like that? He started telling stories about Anakin and it's crazy because I never knew it. Like Anakin knew Thrawn in the Clone Wars. We didn't watch all that in the theory, but I do hope they make another book about Thrawn's adventure with Anakin and see how they met and how that girl. And what really help is they get an animated movie out of this. Not live action, because like that, but an animated movie would be perfectly good. Or something like that, or a little show about him. But yeah, Thrawn oppressed the Emperor so much with his knowledge, then he allowed him to join the military, and he passed from him. And you found out that their empire was extremely racist against alien species because in the Clone Wars, mostly humans fought in that world, and a lot of aliens were basically lazy, and the humans took the brunt damage of that. So there's a lot of resentment to aliens, especially Thrawn, because he's a very outside from the region. He's a very distant thing. Most people don't even know his species, so he's looking down upon. So he has to do 100 times better than the average person does in the military to even get half the credit. But because he's a brilliant intelligence, so this basically shows the journey of him starting in the military and eventually becoming the admiral of the whole military like that, and him facing out smugglers like that, basically smugglers taking ships and equipment from the Empire and doing sneak attacks and rebels, and you see how smart he is, how he discovered the whole basis of the rebels like that, how he smashed the smugglers like that, how he is able to anticipate the situation, and kind of like Star Wars Rebels, where you see a little piece of his personality, how smart he is, but you don't fully realize how a tactician he is until you read this book. I mean, I knew about Thrawn Warrior, but when you watch a show of Rebels, you're like, oh, he's smart, but you don't fully get the insight on how he learns of the culture, how he studied it, how he understands the people's mindset, and then use that against them and completely destroy them like that. I feel like reading this book, I understand Thrawn so much more as a person and as a tactician. In the show, he looked like he's a bad person. Thrawn actually generally is a good person, and he doesn't agree with a lot of the Empire's crookedness and evilness the way they do. He's like, hey, if we destroy the Empire, what else? We're talking about it. If we destroy it. He's like, this Emperor Palpatine is not gonna live forever. The next person I can basically talk to and make a better person like that, a better government like that. So he's more about what's best for the whole galaxy, not just, well, when we take over this, what we have left, like that. Like Iraq. Saddam was a complete piece of shit. We all agree with that. Like that. But if we left him in power, they wouldn't have the insurgency, they wouldn't have ISIS, we wouldn't have all this trouble in Iraq. Sometimes it's best to leave things on, because eventually Saddam was going to die. His son probably became the next dictator, but eventually someone will replace him, and then it would be maybe more bigger asshole, or might be less of an asshole like that. But it's always opportunity when the government to expand and become better. I can't recommend more. easy read, very enjoyable like that. Once you get into it, you can't finish it. A lot of action, and if you love Star Wars, you must read this like this because it's very knowledgeable and expands. So next time, this is my next book I'm gonna read, starting probably in 2 weeks because I'm taking a little break and I'm doing some things. But yeah, like this is the next one. It looks pretty good. I read the first one; it was amazing. So yeah, this is my next review. And till next time on the Pouncer channel, beware. You have a good day. So long.